morning. Thank you for joining us this morning as we celebrate the graduation of Detention Officer Basic Class 25B110. My name is Chuck Bain, and I have the honor to serve as both the director of the Academy and as your MC for today's ceremony. Just as an announcement, we are streaming today's ceremony by viewing for those that were unable to join us in person, so those outside these walls, welcome. That number, 25B110, has some meaning. 25 is the year. B indicates the second Detention Officer Basic of 2025, and 110 denotes that this class is the 110th graduating Detention Officer Basic from our Academy. Our ceremony is steeped in history and tradition. Veteran detention officers who began their careers in Wyoming and graduated from our Academy have shared the same sense of accomplishment and perhaps even the relief felt by today's graduates. This graduation marks a time of transition for these officers as they begin their careers in the field of detention. This transition takes them from being individual contributors to now being public servants who must focus on others. The transition process is not easy, and as such, these graduates have every right to be proud of their hard work and accomplishments which are necessary to complete this basic course. But this ceremony is not just about the graduates. It's also an expression of thanks to their families and administrators who have supported them during their absence. We welcome your participation in today's ceremonies with yells and cheers as we celebrate the success of these students. It is more than appropriate to share in the overwhelming pride, honor, and joy that will be felt within this room today. Audience, I would ask you to please stand and welcome Detention Officer Basic Class 25B110. Class, please come forward. I would ask you to please remain standing for our Pledge of Allegiance and our invocation. This class has selected their classmates who are military veterans to lead us in the pledge. Veterans? We are pleased to have Tim Ricker, who is past president of the Wyoming Law Enforcement Chaplains Association, with us today to deliver the invocation. Chaplain Ricker.
Please bow in prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, as we are gathered here today to honor these graduates from Detention Office Basics, I thank you for their care and your concern for them. Also thank you and thank them for their desire to serve in this segment of our society. I pray for your hand of protection over them in the jails and prisons where they are employed. I pray that you bless them and their families for the sacrifices they make each day as they go to work. I thank you, Father, for this place of higher education and ask that you bless and protect all those who labor here on our behalf. I also pray for your guidance and protection over all those employed in law enforcement today and every day across America. I pray for our military and ask that you put a hedge of protection over them through your power. Please protect and guide the President and all those in government positions. I pray that you keep these United States of America free, and that you bless all of us gathered here today. In the precious name of Jesus, I pray. Amen.
Thank you. Please be seated. Please allow me a moment to introduce a few of the people that are sitting before you today. Immediately to your right, I'm going to skip this person for just a moment. Chaplain Ricker, you've already met. Next to him is Robert Terry. He's our Executive Director of the Wyoming Peace Officer Standards and Training. Jesse Curtis, Deputy Director of the Academy. Warren Steele is our Training Manager. And no organization would or could be successful without support from behind the scenes, and our Academy is no exception. Staff members are what make this basic training possible and highly effective. As I speak, 3 of our most vital service sections remain at work elsewhere in the facility. It is their collective efforts that contribute and ensure the quality of today's ceremonies. These sections include our food service, our custodial, and our maintenance staff. Even though they are not here in attendance, would you please offer them a round of applause for their hard work? Our office section is known for its dedication and efficiency. Without them, we certainly could not accomplish our mission. All we be few, we be mighty today. So our lone representative for office section, stand up and be recognized. Our instructional staff is the final section of today's ceremony. This dedicated group of people not only instruct a wide variety of subjects, but they also serve as team leaders, coaches, and coordinators. Instructional staff present, please stand to be recognized. At this point in the ceremony, I would ask that the county sheriffs attending the ceremony today to please stand and be recognized. It is not an easy feat for these sheriffs to clear busy schedules and attend deputies' graduations personally. Thank you, sheriffs, for the support of these students. Finally, we would like to extend our recognition to the department's command staff, middle managers, first-line supervisors, law enforcement colleagues in our audience today. Anyone representing a law enforcement agency, please stand. Thank you. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you our keynote speaker for today's ceremony. She has over 2 decades of law enforcement service, beginning her detention officer career in 2000. She is the honor graduate of Peace Officer Basic 09B121 and holds both Peace Officer and Detention Officer certifications. She has served as captain of the detention facility in Bighorn County for 18 years and is currently the head of the department's K-9 unit. She remains committed to integrity, leadership, and community service. It is my honor to introduce our keynote speaker, Captain Deb Cook of the Bighorn County Sheriff's Office.
Good morning, honored guests, family members, instructors, academy, staff, and most importantly, graduates. Today is a milestone. You've made it through the long hours of training and the mental and physical challenges and the tough days that made you question whether this career was for you. And now here you sit, not just as graduates, but as detention officers ready to step into one of the most demanding and misunderstood roles in the criminal justice system. Being a detention officer is not a job most people understand. The public often doesn't see past the steel doors or the security cameras. They don't know what it takes to walk into a facility where emotions run high. Tensions are constant and situations can shift in seconds. They may never know the patience it takes to de-escalate a volatile moment, or the inner strength it takes to treat someone with dignity when they've shown you none. But you know, and the people beside you know, and the bond, that silent understanding, is a part of what makes the profession so powerful. Too often, people outside this line of work assume that the real action happens on the street, and the danger lies in the patrol car and not inside the walls of a detention center. This is true, but the truth is also that detention has more in common with patrol than people realize. In here, we face assaults, rapes, suicides, overdoses, thefts, gang violence, mental health crises, and health emergencies, just like officers on the outside. The difference is we deal with it in close quarters, surrounded 24/7 by those who are angry, broken, and desperate, or sometimes all three. We respond with few weapons and often without backup nearby. We manage chaos not from behind a steering wheel, but from behind a locked door, and we do it every single shift. Let me share a moment that sticks with me, something that really captures what it means to do this job. During his shift, a senior officer was doing rounds when he noticed an inmate just sitting on the edge of his bunk, staring in the floor. No noise, no movement, just stillness. Most would have walked by. He wasn't breaking any rules, and there was nothing that seemed out of place. But this officer stopped, and he asked, "Are you good?" The inmate didn't answer. Instead, his eyes welled up, and the officer stayed with him a moment. No threats, no orders, just a presence. It turns out that the inmate had just found out that his mother had died. No one else had checked on him. That officer's decision to stop probably prevented something from happening far worse that night. And that's the thing. Our job is not just about control and compliance. Sometimes it's about being human at the right moment. You may not remember every incident report you file, but you will remember the lives you helped steer away from the edge quietly without fanfare. You are granted authority, but let's be honest, authority without accountability is dangerous. Just because you can do something doesn't mean that you should. You will be tested by circumstances, by people, the pressure of the moment, and the real mark of professionalism is not how much power you wield, but with the responsibility that you use it. This job demands discipline, not just the kind that shows up in uniforms and procedures. I'm talking about moral discipline, the kind that guides your decisions even when no one else is watching. Because here's the truth. Your badge may come off at the end of your shift, but your values never should. Who you are on the outside of this facility is just as important as who you are on the inside of it. Integrity does not punch a time clock, and yet we acknowledge that this job, while noble, isn't everything. You're more than a position. You are someone's child, spouse, parent, someone's friend. You have hobbies, dreams, and responsibilities that exist beyond the walls of your workplace. Balancing your duty with your life isn't optional, it's essential. Make time for the people who matter. Make time for yourself. Burnout doesn't just happen because of long hours. It happens when you forget who you are beyond the badge. And let's talk about stress. For a moment, honestly, working in detention means you carry a load others don't see. You see things others will never see. And over time, that load can get heavy, really heavy. Managing stress is not a sign of weakness. It's a strategy for survival. Whether it's through counseling, physical fitness, talking to someone you trust, or having a healthy outlet, don't wait until you're overwhelmed. Take care of your mind the way you train your body, with consistency and awareness. I want you to know something else that is important. You'll make a difference, even if you don't always see it. Maybe it's by being the calm in somebody's chaos. Maybe it's by being fair when somebody expected judgment. Maybe it's by carrying yourself with dignity and showing others what it looks like. Your impact won't always be loud, but it will be lasting. As you are leaving here and begin your careers, remember why you chose this path. It wasn't for praise or recognition. It was for purpose. You now carry that purpose with you in every decision, in every interaction, and every moment of your duty. So stand tall, not because your job makes you important, but because you've chosen to do something important. Choose to walk in places others won't, to manage other situations that other people can't. And do it all with courage, professionalism, and heart. Congratulations, graduates. You've earned the title. Now go out and honor it.
Thank you, Captain, for your remarks and joining us here today. As usual, there are individuals within a class who go above and beyond what is asked of them. At this time, we would like to recognize the officers who have distinguished themselves in this basic course. Instructor Robert Lang, would you please come forward to present the Physical Fitness Award?
Thank you, Director Bain. During basic training, the students participate in 24 hours of physical fitness. This includes aerobic, anaerobic, core, and strength training, nutrition, and the importance of maintaining a healthy lifestyle. The students are tested physically from the moment they arrive, day one, starting at 0700, until their final PT assessment that was earlier this week. Each assessment includes their maximum number of push-ups and sit-ups in 1 minute, as well as their time for a 1.5-mile run. The top PT award goes to the student who has the highest cumulative percentile score during the final PT assessment based on age and gender. The Physical Fitness Award winner completed the following: 60 sit-ups in 60 seconds, 74 push-ups in 60 seconds, and a 1.5-mile run in 10 minutes and 10 seconds. The Physical Fitness Award for Detention Officer Basic 25B 110 goes to Deputy Joshua Rutnicki from the Fremont County Sheriff's Office. Mr. Rippey, would you please come forward to give recognition to those who excelled in firearms?
Thank you, Mr. Lang. To prepare for final proficiency scores, Detention Officer Basic students shoot approximately 1,000 handgun rounds at distances of 3 to 15 yards. In order for a student to achieve certification, they must shoot a minimum proficiency score of 80% with their handgun. The WLEA Top Gun Award is given in recognition of an individual's outstanding performance and dedication to firearms excellence. The top shooter in this class shot 99% with their handgun. The WLEA Top Gun Award for Detention Officer Basic 25B 110 goes to Deputy Raymond Worth from the Laramie County Sheriff's Office. Mr. Alquist, would you please come forward to give recognition to those who excelled in academics?
Thank you, Mr. Rippey. The students are tested continuously as they progress their basic training. They must meet established minimum requirements in order to receive their certificate of successful completion. Specifically, they must pass 5 examinations worth a total of 1,205 points. The top academic award goes to that student who achieved the highest academic cumulative average throughout the Detention Officer Basic. The top academic student in this class had an average of 96.35% over the course of basic training. Out of 1,205 total points available, this officer scored 1,160.99. The academic award for Detention Officer Basic 25B 110 goes to Deputy Chase Rose from the Park County Sheriff's Office. Congratulations. Each class elects a spokesperson to represent their class at graduation to share their collective thoughts and experiences from the training. Classes may also choose to complete a class project. At this time, I'd like to invite up class speaker, Deputy Logan Brannigan from the Laramie County Sheriff's Office, and the class project coordinator, Coulter Nielsen from the Johnson County Sheriff's Office.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Coulter Nielsen, and I am with the Johnson County Sheriff's Office, graduating with the Detention Officer Basic Course with my fellow deputies here today. Not only have we spent our time here gaining hands-on education through firearm training, custody control, and officer safety, among a paramount of important training, we also learned to come together as a team outside of the educational training. Each class that graduates from Wyoming Law Enforcement Academy is tasked with a special project, deciding among the students. I, along with many of my fellow deputies, found that our time at the shooting range was both enriching and valuable to our essential hands-on education here at the Academy. With the advice and guidance of instructors, we found that a way to leave our mark here at the Academy is to enrich the learning and training of the many classes that will follow. So our team came together to build with our hands concealment coverages for the firing range to be utilized by future classes in practice and hone in their skills in firing behind coverage. How these covers were constructed is we placed 2x4x8 lumber boards vertically in a 5-gallon bucket and then put concrete in it. These created not only sturdy structures but convenient concealment covers that can replace the current ones that have definitely seen better days. I enjoyed being part of such a great team that was desired to not leave behind a banner with our names printed on it, mostly because the instructors informed us they do not want to see another banner due to the lack of wall space. Thank you for your time.
Good morning to my fellow students, the instructors, all the staff, and all the guests, most of all. I'm honored and humbled to be speaking on behalf of the Wyoming Law Enforcement Academy's 25B110 Detention Officer Basic Class, a truly remarkable group of individuals with whom I'm proud to be a member. During my time here, I noticed a camaraderie within this group that is rarely mentioned and rather unheard of in a class of such variety. Vast differences in age, backgrounds, and location were no match for the support system that quickly grew between us all. Many in this group have agreed to remain in contact after the ceremony, whether it be through dinner, fishing, or other gatherings. This bond will remain intact. Although we were split into 4 separate teams throughout this course, we were ultimately one team. It is our instinct and desire to help others, and these traits were shown clearly throughout this period. Our actions were noticed by our peers, and ultimately it caused success within this group. As much as I would love to exemplify our success, these did not come without hardships. In the words of author and theologian C.S. Lewis, hardships often prepare ordinary people for an extraordinary destiny. Hardships, both knowingly and unknowingly, create better deputies, officers, and people. I want each of you to think about the hardest thing you had to work through since becoming a law enforcement officer. How did you control your thoughts? Who did you talk to? And did your attitude towards the career shift? All of us are going to have a different answer, but look around. Here we are with another achievement to our names. Be proud of yourselves and wear your badge with such pride. Class, never dismiss your morals or your code of ethics. You know what is right, and you know your duty. Remain professional, diligent, and faithful to what you know. Thank you to the instructors for remaining patient with us and ensuring that we understand the provided information. Thank you to the administration, cafeteria ladies, janitors, and maintenance crew for providing a viable place to learn. And finally, thank you to the spouses and families for allowing your loved ones to sacrifice so much time to better themselves and their communities. Without any of you, this achievement would not be possible. Again, thank you for this opportunity to speak on behalf of this amazing class. I'm truly honored to be a part of this group. May God bless each and every one of you in all of your endeavors.
Thank you, class, for your project, and thank you, Deputy Brannigan, for your remarks on behalf of your class. Now we move on to our final award. In every class, there is a student who is willing to distinguish themselves by exemplary work and efforts. They strive to become the best of the best within this class and their chosen profession. As a form of recognition, the Academy has established the Honor Graduate Award for the one student who continually performed to their best of their abilities. Mr. Steele, Mr. Allred, would you please come forward to give recognition to the nominated students and present the Honor Graduate Award?
Thank you, Director Bain. The Honor Graduate Award is the highest honor the Academy presents to a student graduating from the Wyoming Law Enforcement Basic Course. In order to be eligible to receive this award, a student must be nominated by a member of the instructional staff. It is not a popularity contest. It is an honor just to be nominated. Once the officer or deputy is nominated, a very comprehensive and objective point system is used to assess the nominee's performance while attending the basic. The specific areas evaluated are the student's academic scores, proficiency in firearms, custody and control, and physical fitness. In addition, students are assessed in the following 6 areas of professional citizenship: leadership, effort, cooperation, initiative, attitude, and improvement. In alphabetical order, will the following officers please come forward to receive your merit award in recognition of your nomination? From the Laramie County Sheriff's Office, Deputy Logan Brannigan. From the Johnson County Sheriff's Office, Deputy Coulter Nielsen. From the Fremont County Sheriff's Office, Deputy Joshua Rutnicki. The Honor Graduate Award recognizes the one student in each basic class who exemplifies all the attributes of a professional detention officer and who performed exceptionally in all phases of training. In addition to receiving a plaque, and with the intent to encourage the recipient beyond today's recognition, the Honor Graduate will receive a $500 scholarship for any advanced training offered here at WLEA. It's a long-standing tradition that the audience stands as we give the Honor Graduate Award. Please stand as we present. Ladies and gentlemen, the Honor Graduate Award for Detention Officer Basic 25B 110 goes to Logan Brannigan from the Laramie County Sheriff's Office. Please be seated. At this time, we will award graduation certificates.
The staff here at WLEA congratulate you, Detention Officer Basic 25B 110, for completing your basic training. We started this journey just a few short weeks ago, and today we have arrived. On behalf of the class and Academy staff, we would like to thank the many Wyoming law enforcement agencies and associations across the state who partner with us to provide the best possible training so that these new officers have what they need to do their jobs competently, reasonably, and safely. The Wyoming Association of Sheriffs and Chiefs of Police, the Wyoming Peace Officers Association, the Wyoming Law Enforcement Chaplains Association, and the Peace Officer Standards and Training Commission are a few of the many who regularly devote expertise, financial assistance, and manpower to assist us in accomplishing our mission, and we thank you. The Academy would also like to recognize the families of these men and women who themselves willingly sacrifice in so many ways so that their loved one can protect their community. These officers cannot do what they do without you. We know you've taken care of things these last several weeks at home so your loved one could be here and study their craft. The Academy thanks you for your sacrifice, and we appreciate you. Detention Officer Basic 25B 110, you have spent the last several weeks constantly engaged in activities that force you to learn, apply. We practiced this yesterday. It didn't work out so good, did it? Yeah. Next time. Here, go ahead and sit down. I got some more. They did so well in practice, too. Spot on. Anyway, we made you do things to learn, apply, and creatively adapt the basic concepts, principles, and tactics of law enforcement detention professional to achieve functional outcomes. At the same time, we immersed you in a culture that demands initiative, resolve, accountability, and integrity, which is the same environment you're now returning to work in. You are here today because you have demonstrated a basic level of functionality in the 5 core competencies that we measure, which in and of itself is an achievement to be celebrated. Our challenge to you now is that you continue learning, continue practicing, and continue striving to become a masterful detention officer, because this is the expectation that both your agency and your communities have of you. Director Bain, I recommend the awarding of certificates for the successful completion of the Wyoming P.O.S.T approved 310-hour Detention Officer Basic Course 25B 110. See, that's how they did it yesterday. It was good. Ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to do this, please feel free to come down, take pictures. We've got all day. We can be here till 5. Special presenters, if you would come down as well, please. From the Laramie County Sheriff's Office, Deputy Logan T. Brannigan. We're fortunate to have 2 special presenters with us today. These people are the family members of a graduate who themselves are currently serving or have served in law enforcement. Our first special presenter has served with the Natrona County Sheriff's Office for 2 years. Here to present his father's certificate, please help me welcome Deputy Hunter Delano. And also from the Natrona County Sheriff's Office, Deputy Bradley A. Delano. From the Hot Springs County Sheriff's Office, Deputy Levi N. Downard. From the Laramie County Sheriff's Office, Deputy Faith E. Aramospi.
She was running away.
From the Goshen County Sheriff's Office, Deputy Catherine L. Lake. From the Campbell County Sheriff's Office, Deputy Laramie D. Lewis. From the Bighorn County Sheriff's Office, Deputy Caleb M. McDaniel. From the Fremont County Sheriff's Office, Deputy Andrew W. McMickle. From the Laramie County Sheriff's Office, Deputy Corey D. Milazzo. From the Johnson County Sheriff's Office, Deputy Coulter M. Nielsen. From the Albany County Sheriff's Office, Deputy Curtis A. Olander. From the Lincoln County Sheriff's Office, Deputy Dakota T. A. Payne. From the Sweetwater County Sheriff's Office, Deputy Monte J. Posey. From the Lincoln County Sheriff's Office, Deputy Shauna C. Ridgway. From the Park County Sheriff's Office, Deputy Chase A. Rose. From the Fremont County Sheriff's Office, Deputy Joshua J. Rutnicki. From the Bighorn County Sheriff's Office, Deputy Chaden C. Scott. Interesting circumstance, Deputy Hunter Delano is also going to be presenting his father-in-law's certificate today. So, I think that's the first time in Academy history we've had this dynamic, so it's really cool. By the way, they were in competition for who did better, and they're going to brag to you later. So, yeah. From the Natrona County Sheriff's Office, Deputy Danielle L. Sesley. From the Sublette County Sheriff's Office, Deputy Keisha A. Simpson. Our final special presenter has served 32 years with the Fresno County, California Sheriff's Office and is currently a member of the California Post Advisory Committee. Here to present his nephew's certificate, please help me welcome Lieutenant Brent Stalker. And from the Natrona County Sheriff's Office, Deputy Brennan J. Stalker. From the Goshen County Sheriff's Office, Deputy Jason E. Stitt. From the Bighorn County Sheriff's Office, Deputy Brandon T. Tu. From the Sweetwater County Sheriff's Office, Deputy Talon L. Thomas. From the Bighorn County Sheriff's Office, Deputy Joshua R. Tolman.
Did you get that? Did you get that? Okay.
From the Albany County Sheriff's Office, Deputy Pedro Valencia. And from the Laramie County Sheriff's Office, Deputy Raymond E. Worth.
Let everybody get seated here. Words mean everything to us in law enforcement. The difference between may and shall has significant meaning in statutes. Merely changing the word or to and within a sentence has dramatic impact on the elements of a crime. Specific words such as high morals, solid character, and unwavering integrity are often used to describe the requirements of detention officers in both their professional and personal lives. But isn't it ironic that these words describe the critical traits of a detention officer that cannot be taught here at the Academy? We've taught you skills, processes, laws, procedures. We cannot, however, teach you morality. We cannot teach you integrity. We cannot teach honesty or ethical character. We've done our best to show you their importance and discuss the tragic consequences that occur when they are missing, but ultimately, the traits you possess and use are those that you brought with you from the very first day you arrived here. I encourage you to expend as much effort maintaining your character as you did learning the skills taught here at the Academy. Law enforcement is constantly under the public's watchful eye, and rightly so, largely due to the ethical lapses of a few officers. When one officer chooses a path of negative actions or behaviors, that choice often affects us all. That poor choice may tarnish the badge that many have worked so hard to uphold. So, class, as a public affirmation of your commitment to uphold the high standards required of our law enforcement profession, I'm going to ask you to swear to the Law Enforcement Oath of Honor. And I also invite all the sworn law enforcement officers in our audience today to voluntarily participate together, Wyoming's veteran officers and our state's newest detention officers, to seal your commitment in front of witnesses to perform our jobs ethically, honorably, and with integrity. Veteran officers, if you wish to affirm your oath, please stand. Class, please stand. Everyone, raise your right hand and repeat after me. On my honor, I will never betray my badge, my integrity, my character, nor the public trust. I will always have the courage to hold myself and others accountable for our own actions. I will always uphold the Constitution and the community I serve. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce to you the graduates, Detention Officer Basic 25B 110. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our ceremony. You're welcome to join us for beverages and food and our...